Hi guys, it's Epic and Fancy Pants. We are here at SeaTac International Airport, about to catch our flight to Reno at 11:30, and then from there, we're going to Tahoe in the morning. Hey guys, it's Epic and Fancy Pants here, and it is time to start the Tahoe Rim Trail finally. It is Thursday the 1st of July, and we're about to kick it into high gear. Here we go. All right, we're down here by the Truckee River on the 65-acre trailhead. Tahoe Rim Trail is that way, across that bridge. We got a Tahoe Rim Trail blaze right there. According to gut hooks, we still have to go up the road a little bit to get on the trail. Tahoe Rim Trail, a trail like no other. Here we go. Well, it's uphill right out of the gate, but it sure is gorgeous. The sun is out. It's not hot yet, but you can tell it's gonna be a pretty warm day. We are starting at about 6,384 feet. Our final destination today will be over 7,700 feet. But we've got 3 major ups and downs to do. So I think we have a total of about 2,600 feet of elevation gain. Not bad for the first day. It is 13 miles to Lake Watson. It is going to be our only water source from the trailhead. We are carrying 4 liters of water right now. It's going to be an interesting day. And we're getting our first view of the lake. Oh, now that's a lookout point. Hello, Lake Tahoe. Well, according to the trusty Garmin watch, we are 3 miles into the trail. We're gonna stop and have a snack break. And right at 3 miles, we found this perfect spot. Right on the edge of this cliff, looking down into this valley. It is gorgeous. What a beautiful trail. I just feel so fortunate to be out here right now.
This is awesome.
Time for food. What do you have there?
The best.
Cliff Bar?
Yep. White chocolate macadamia.
I don't know, ma'am. I used to think those were the best, but ever since I started eating these pro meal bars, I'm kind of thinking these are the best. This one is chocolate coconut.
So you think your trail bar can beat up my trail bar?
I do think my trail bar can take your trail bar. That's bigger than yours. It's not the size that counts, right? Well, we're currently on our biggest climb of the day. And honestly, so far, it's been pretty gradual compared to what I'm used to. We're more than halfway done with it right now. And me and Fancy Pants come from sea level, so we were expecting to be sucking air. I honestly thought that this was going to be a lot worse going up. So far my breathing isn't too bad. So it's been not too hard. It's probably 65 degrees right now. It hasn't really gotten that hot. We're probably, I haven't checked my watch, probably around 9 o'clock in the morning here. See how close I am. 9:30 in the morning, probably 65 degrees, going up towards 70. we're gonna get to the top of this hill and see what we got. Well, we've just come to the top of our first big climb. Lake is out there in the background. We've got all these gorgeous boulders around here. This spot is amazing. Very different from home. Howdy. All right, how about yourself?
Good. You know, I don't have a picture of you and my grandson.
You want one?
Is there a chance I could get you to snap one of the two of us?
We can do that.
Oh, great. Thank you.
And coming to a road crossing. Well, we have more miles behind than we do forward. Out of a 13-mile day to Watson Lake, we have 5 miles left. That's where we were going to hang our hats for tonight. Day's almost done. Trail junction. Of course, we don't get the nice flat trail. We get the uphill. 2.5 miles to Watson Lake. Coming up on the home stretch. Well, we've reached the trail junction, Mount Watson. Peak is 1.5 miles that way, if you feel like peak bagging. The Tahoe Rim Trail is this way, and according to this sign, Watson Lake is 1 mile away. Well, Watson Lake is just around the bend here, and the trail for tomorrow towards Brockaway Summit is right here. Well, here we are. We have arrived at Watson Lake. There it is in the background. This campground is pretty nice. It's complete with bear lockers, so that'll make things really easy for us. This has been the first water source that we have come to on the trail in the last 13 miles. It is dry, dry, dry. So this is where we're gonna hang our hat for the night. We're gonna drop back, probably drink some water, set up our camp, have a little dinner. Well, here we are. We got our camp all set up. Time to go check out the lake. There's nothing in there for you. No food. So hey guys, we're just sitting down at dinner. And we got these boil and bag meals that we made at home. This is what we're gonna eat on the trail for our first night. It is just penne noodles with these little baggies of powdered pesto and some Parmesan. All you gotta do is boil about a cup of water and pour it in the bag. Let it cook inside these bag cozies. And then after it's pasta, just put in your pesto and Parmesan and you're good to go. Decent amount of calories, it's a pretty good meal. I brought a little dollar store clothespin so I can keep the bag held open when I pour my hot water. Close that up, wait about 10 minutes, 15 minutes tops.
Yay! My custom pouch.
He's got his name on it, you know, just in case we get them mixed up. Normally I carry my little BRS stove with a X kettle, collapsible pot. It's a lighter system than what we've got out here. He is carrying currently a what's called a Fixed Star 3 from a company called Fire Maple. I think you can find these at Walmart. You can definitely find them on Amazon. They're basically the cheaper version of a jet boil. It's worked fantastically for him so far. We don't see any reason to spend the money on a jet boil. This comes in at about $60, and so far he's had great luck with it. It's got fast boil times, and I am using the MSR wind burner. This is, if I'm carrying an all-in-one stove, this is my favorite. It doesn't have any fancy bells or whistles or anything, but it does one job and it does it well, and that's it cooks in the wind really fast. I don't really lose much on boil times when I'm up in the mountains. Anytime you're up in the mountains, you're going to get a crosswind. And when you have independent stoves, you're going to have to mess with windscreens, and that's just not my favorite thing to do. So on this trip, I decided I didn't want to mess with windscreens, so I decided to carry my MSR wind burner so I can just boil water without having to deal with any of that. Alrighty, so we add a little oil, and then put my spoon down. We add my pouch of pesto seasoning. Get that whole bag in there. Now we add the Parmesan. Calories.
Nom nom nom.
And then we put food in face. Yeah, so good. Really good.
Well, according to the trusty Garmin, it is 7:24. Sun is still shining, but we have an early morning tomorrow, so we're going to go ahead and bed down and call it a night. Catch you guys in the morning.
Well, good morning, everyone. It is currently 5:49, just about 10 minutes to 6. Day 2. We've had ourselves a little bit of coffee. We're getting our camp packed up right now. Both Fancy Pantz and I had a rough time sleeping last night. It might have been altitude. We don't really know. But we have 17 miles to make today to the nearest water source, so it's going to be interesting. Time to get on the trail. And here we are filling at the only water source past Watson Lake, 0.8 miles past Watson Lake. And then we have 16 and a half to go until we get to the next water source at Gray's Lake. This stream is just a little trickle. Well, it is now 7:30 in the morning. We just filled 4 liters of water up. We have a 17-mile day today. The sun is shining. It's about 55 degrees. Looking forward to crushing some miles. So we've been seeing a whole lot of bees along the trail. We have no idea what they are. If you know what they are, please put a comment in the comment section and let us know. Now coming out on what is another fantastic view of the lake. Beautiful. We've managed to reach Rockaway Summit trailhead. Looks like we have to cross a busy road. We found a shady spot across the road. Mixing up a little electrolyte. That's some liquid IV acai berry. This stuff is so good. I like this sweet. I used to only carry emergency on the trail. This stuff is so much better. It's a bomber. If you get a chance to get some of this to rehydrate on trail, this stuff is fantastic. And then same as yesterday, a chocolate coconut crowbar. And then Fancy Pantz, what are you having over there?
Slightly melted almond Snickers bar. It's still quite delicious.
Nutritious. Anyway, we're gonna eat and then get back on the trail. Well, our destination for tonight is not on this sign. We have 10.7 miles to go to Gray's Lake. That is the next water source. We will not see water until then. However, people were nice enough to drop a water cache here at Rockaway Summit Trailhead. Water caches are not something that you should depend on, but it is very nice to see this trail magic. We're headed up that way. We got some climbing to do. Onward. And here we are, coming up on this beautiful view of Lake Tahoe. It's amazing. It's probably about 80 degrees out right now. Somewhere around 1 o'clock, I think. And we have about 5.5 miles to go. Oh man, as we go on, these views just get more and more spectacular. Whew. We just keep getting better and better perspectives of the lake. Amazing. I am a little confused by this sign. I think it says Nevada state line that way. I don't think we've hit it yet. I think it's just letting us know that it's coming up. We're gonna go to Nevada.
Weren't we just there a little while ago?
Yeah, we flew there. Well, let's go back.
Okay.
Well, we pulled out the map, and upon further investigation, we've discovered that that is in fact the California-Nevada state line right next to Mount Baldy. So we are now officially in Nevada. Onward. All right, and we have arrived at the Mount Rose Wilderness, which means we won't have to dodge any more mountain bikes. The mountain bikers have been very friendly, but it's just one more thing to look out for on the trail. And now, that's one more thing we don't have to look out for on the trail. Looks like we found the junction to Gray Lake. According to Guthooks, it's 0.6 off trail. Almost there. Well, we crossed over a little stream right next to Gray Lake. We are at home for a night. We found some trees. We're going to put up our hammocks. Man, today was a long day. 17 miles. From the couch, we've done 13 the first day and 17 the second day. We have definitely been earning our keep. Tomorrow we get into Incline Village, but for now we're just gonna make camp and get some dinner because we are hungry. Well, we haven't been here very long, and we have thunder and dark clouds coming in from that direction, so we are trying to get our rain flies up before rain comes in. We weren't expecting any weather, but there is a possibility we might get rained on. Fancy, what are we having for dinner?
Skirka beans.
Skirka beans are the slang that we have adopted for a Andrew Skirka meal that we really like. It's a minute rice, instant refried beans and cheese sauce meal with some taco seasoning. It's not very complicated, and then after it's all cooked, you put some Fritos in it. I'm actually having the same thing. Mine is actually cooking in the bag right now. When it's done, we actually take an ounce of Fritos that we have packed separately and stick them in there, and this is one of our absolute favorite backpacking meals. I intend to do a video on how to make this later on the channel. And there we go, Skirka beans. Kind of soupy. You can add less water if you want it to be thicker. You can also add cheese from a block of cheese. We are not carrying one right now, but it has cheese powder in it. Next thing that goes in here is my bag of Fritos. Just one ounce of Fritos weighed out on a kitchen scale, and we store them together. Yeah. Mix those bad boys in there. All right, we have dinner. Hey guys, we just finished cleaning up and getting ready to bed down, and it started to open up. It's starting to rain on us now. We've had some pretty heavy thunder. It's been booming. So we're gonna hunker down for the night. Well, it is the morning of day 3. It is July the 3rd. I think it's Saturday. Days run together out here. Today, the name of the game is to get up over Relay Peak, which is the highest peak on the TRT. I think it's 10,300 feet. And once we complete that objective for the day, we're headed down into Incline Village, hopefully to get a burger and a beer and do a grocery store resupply. So it's time to get on the trail. So we are currently climbing out of this basin from Great Lakes. It's a pretty nice campground last night. We got a little bit of rain. It's a good thing we put up our rain flies because we would have got our stuff soaked. A little mini thunderstorm came through last night. I am experiencing a little bit of an issue with my right calf. I think it's where my Achilles tendon inserts. So I'm gonna kind of take it easy on the hike today. On the plus side, the sun is shining. Looks like beautiful weather. We're getting out of here at 7:25 in the morning. Gonna try to beat the heat up to Relay Peak. We have a total of 9.2 miles that we're supposed to be doing today. Onward. And here we are, the main event, the start of the climb to Relay Peak. Top of Relay Peak, 10,300 feet, 360-degree panoramic views, highest point on the Tahoe Rim Trail. It is gorgeous. Woohoo! We are just hiking into Mount Rose Campground. That sign behind me says campground full. So we're gonna hike in here and see if that's the case for just car spots, see if they have a hiker section. I don't know if we're gonna be able to stay here tonight or not. We may need plan B. Well, that is definitely the biggest Tahoe Rim Trailblaze we have seen to date. Well, we did manage to find a spot to camp here at the campground. It's a lot easier if you're a walk-in hiker. So we've got our stuff all set up. We got our spot claimed for the night, and now we are waiting for our Uber, one of 2 that's available in Incline Village right now, to come pick us up and take us into town so we can do our resupply and get a bite to eat.
These are not small sandwiches.
That is not a small sandwich. Oh, that's a beast.
Oh, wow.
That's a...
No.
Alright guys, we are fed. We just got done eating over here at this Mountain High Sandwich Company. It was so delicious. We are now on our way to the Rally's grocery store so we can do an in-town resupply. Ooh, that is the first we felt climate control in 3 days. Well, we made it back from the grocery store. We brought a pizza back with us. It was delicious. And we're currently organizing and repackaging our in-store resupply. Normally I mail boxes to areas like this, but we couldn't do that this time around. We knew that we were arriving to Incline Village on a Saturday and their post office is closed, so I couldn't mail a box here. Our next 2 resupplies are going to be at Tramway Market and also South Lake Tahoe, and they're going to be resupply boxes that we sent from home. So this is going to be our most difficult resupply because we have to repackage everything. But we got to do it quickly, because once again it looks like a storm is coming in and we're probably going to get rained on once again.
Well, good morning everyone. It is the 4th of July. We slept in. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning. Gotta get up, do the breakfast and coffee thing. We have 15.6 miles to make Marlette Peak Campground today. Between here and there, no camping is allowed, so we have to make those miles. They have a old school style water pump there where we can fill our water so we won't be dry camping. Time to get camp packed down.
And we are leaving the Rose Summit campground, and we are getting back on the TRT. Well, happy Independence Day, everybody. It is 8:10 in the morning. We're getting a little bit of a later start than usual. We are headed up into the mountains. We have 15.6 to go today to Marlet Peak Campground. We are not allowed to do any camping in between, so we have to make that destination today. Any fireworks celebrations that are going to happen, we're probably going to miss. I would be really surprised if we saw anything up in the mountains, but that would be cool if we did. It is a beautiful morning. This is a lot more like Washington weather. It's cloudy. It's probably 50 to 55 degrees out here. We got some nice clear trail. Feeling good today. Time to crush some miles. And we are approaching the Ophir Creek footbridge up ahead. This is going to be our last chance to fill up for water for 12 miles. So we're going to stop here real quick and grab what we need to make it to our destination today. Well, Fancy and I are at the 5-mile mark in the trail today. It's actually been a really nice hike in. The ups, it's been steady up, but it's been a real gradual, really easy to do kind of an upward trail today. So we are just kind of cruising along here. We're already at 5 miles. Stop and have a snack here. I actually am trying something I've never had before. I got this Tahoe trail bar, and I picked up 3 of them at the Rowley's grocery store in Incline Village. So I was just curious about them. Seems to be a local thing, so we're gonna give this a shot. What are you eating there, Fancy?
Favorite Cliff Bar I've not had. Vanilla almond latte.
It's a coffee bar.
Yeah.
Ooh, that looks really good. This is a caramel chocolate chunk. Oh man. Woo! Yet another spectacular viewpoint from the TRT. I'm not quite sure what body of water that is, or what little village that is down there, but this is another great vantage point. Well, today's been surprisingly easy compared to some of the other days so far. We're doing about 15 miles today. We are currently about 0.7 away from the trail junction to take us into Marlet Peak Campground. And I don't know how far we have to go down that trail. It looks on the map to be about another 0.7. But at this point, we just got to keep a lookout and see if we can find the alternate trail that takes us in. All right, what do we got there? Marlet Peak Campground, this direction. 3/4 of a mile? 1.5. Okay, so we gotta go this way. Alrighty. Water available at the campground. Not sure what that structure is over there. Looks kind of like a shower house. We have vault toilets on the side. Alright, we have arrived. Well, we have made it to the campground. Looks like we have the benefit of some picnic tables and some bear boxes, so that's going to make things easy for tonight. Fancy Pantz is off filling up water right now. They have a hand-style pump that I'm going to go check out later. Right now, it's just time to find a campsite and set up for the night. There we go. All right. Wow, got a whole liter out of that. Yeah.
Well, another day of hiking is done. We are headed to Spooner Summit tomorrow, but for now, we are tucked safely in our hammocks, And it's time to bed down for the night.